You're probably breathing wrong. And today, we're going to fix that. Kopi Tanangan and welcome back to yet another episode of Twosing Tuesday. Today, we're going to tackle the number one secret of powerful singing. Your breath technique. So make sure you stick with me until the end of your video so that all your breathing related singing difficulties will vanish just like that. If you miss this video, then you'll be spending the rest of your time fighting an uphill battle. If you learn it, you'll wonder why you never start earlier. As usual, timer's up, let's go! Okay, let's talk about why this thing matters. The breath is a fuel for your voice. Without control, you will run out of air mid-phrase. Your notes will go flat and there's a chance that you will be pushing too hard. And in returns, you're going to damage your vocal cord. And we don't want that at all. With proper breath control, you will get power, you'll get stamina, and you will get stability. So to put it simply, bad breathing technique is equals to bad singing. And good breathing technique equals to good singing. And here's the thing. When you sing, it's not about just having air. It's about having controlled breath pressure. When your airflow is consistent, singing becomes significantly easier. And trust me, your voice is going to thank you for it because basically you are taking care of your voice. And last but not least, think of the breathing technique as the main pillars of singing. I consider it as one. Without a proper breathing technique, your voice will crumble. It will be like a building without its support beam. Over the time, it will crumble. And we don't want that. We want to be able to maximize your singing voice for as long as possible. You don't want to be old and not being able to sing anymore, right? So here's the thing. Learn breathing technique properly. Now this is the main lesson. Diaphragmatic breathing. Step number one. Search for your rib. I'm joking, this is your rib, right? So there's this rib over here, you trace it until it meets. So this is what you are looking for. Call it as your diaphragm, your solar plexus, your upper abs. Call it what you want it to be. But basically, this is where the magic happens. Because this is your control center. You're going to put your hand here and build awareness around here. Okay? Step number two, inhale the right way. You inhale slowly into your diaphragm. As you are breathing in, be sure to feel the expansion that's happening. Your rib will expand a little bit. This area will expand. For some experts out there, they can feel the expansion on their back as well and also on their sides. But for you beginners out there, I want you to focus on this area only because these are the very first part that's going to expand when you breathe in. Yeah, the other parts of your body normally you cannot feel it yet. So when you are inhaling, make sure your shoulder doesn't go up like that, and then make sure your chest doesn't puff out like that. We only want this area to expand, okay? Now number three is the most important thing. You need to build your body awareness. As you are doing the inhaling and exhaling, I want you to close your eyes and really focus on what you feel over here. This is what we call as mind-body connection, and the singer needs to be very aware of what's happening when you're breathing in and when you're breathing out. I want you to learn the feeling, the sensation that your body is feeling, because singing is about repeating the correct sensation. Number four, use training wheels if needed. If you cannot feel the sensation that's happening here, what I want you to do is to fake it first. Because this is how I discovered my own breathing support when I was learning back in my university days. It was a two-process thing where I have to breathe in without raising my shoulder and puffing my chest, and at the same time as I'm inhaling air, I'm making sure that I'm pushing my stomach outwards. Over the time, it becomes one fluid motion for me and it becomes automatic. So For you guys out there who cannot feel the sensation and feels like, my part over here, my diaphragm is not expanding, this area is not expanding. Yes, it happens. So fake it till you make it. I promise you it will become better over time. You just need to train it and make sure to be patient. Number 5 is doing a controlled exhale. You're inhaling just now, right? And you manage to expand this area. Now it's about hissing. But when you're hissing, I need you to control it and hiss very, very softly. What we are looking for when you're hissing is we want a steady stream of air. We don't want a hiss that sounds like this. No, it needs to be long and steady and controlled. Okay? As you are hissing out, you are exhaling your breath, you will feel that this area will want to collapse. Now what I want you to do is to gently resist the collapse that's happening. A very good analogy for this is to think of it like tapping a brake going downhill. You don't want to slam on the brakes and risk having accident. You want to gently tap the brake. That's what we are doing with this area. We don't want it to collapse immediately. We want to have a slow, controlled collapse, and we do that by gently pushing outward. And that's it. You've learned your breathing technique. For those of you fast learners out there, we have a bonus tip. It's called as Appoggio. So basically what's happening is we add another process before you exhale. Add a gentle tuck before you exhale. This comes from the Italian school of singing, and it's widely used by a lot of classical singers. Now, as you exhale, you need to tuck this area first. This lower abs, you need to tuck it in, and this part is stay flexed out, stay pushed out. You're still pushing out, but there's just a gentle tuck down here. If this is your abs, right? This part, this upper area is still pushed outward, and this area is tucked a little bit. This is a slightly more advanced technique, but it's going to help a lot of you guys out there. As you exhale, engage your lower abs inward. So it's like this. This will help you to even out your airflow even more. So you as a singer, as an aspiring singer, you might as well just learn it, right? Yeah, and that's it from the main lesson. We are done. Congratulations. Now, it's a self-test for you guys to do at home. Go stand in front of a mirror and go through the step one by one. Make sure your belly expand, make sure your ribs expand, and make sure your shoulders are still. If you do any of it wrong, then you do again. If you manage to do it correctly, and congratulations, that's your green light. Very simple, very easy, right? Another way for you to do a self-check is to actually record yourself while doing this. And after that, you review it again and check if your shoulder is moving, your chest is puffing out. Because what we want is only the expansion here. Okay? So the homework for this week is to actually practice this breathing technique every single day. Close your eyes while you're doing it. Build the somatic connection that we need, the mind and body connection. Feel what is happening here as you are inhaling and as you are exhaling. You need to build the connection first, so really pay attention to what's happening here and keep repeating the correct process. You could just start easy first, do 10 seconds, and after that level it up to 15 seconds, then eventually 20 seconds. A professional could last up to 30 seconds. Now if this video has helped you, then great, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I really appreciate it. Help me reach 2,000 subscribers by the end of this year so that I can keep on doing this kind of content. Because you know, if you haven't realized yet, I like to vlog and I want to be able to travel all over the world to see you guys. And I will see you on the next episode.